Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come. Don't do that.
Family put up 1911 copy from the
yeah.
Hey,
That's why we go this
Let's go, where the camera's down, like, go right here. Go right here. And then, where's the photo going?
Okay. Yes, yes.
You get a trumpet from the people?
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Oh, great. Okay.
You're ready.
Wow.
Yeah, so bring it to the guys. Kids, this way.
Line up along the wall. Look at you, you're going.
Well, the kids, as part of the oh, okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, and our first teacher
Okay, fourth graders, come a little closer so you can, we can give a special request.
No, it's not Wally. It's Wally's James Bond double. You can tell by the glasses. Sure, Wally?
I did. I bought one with.
Good morning, everyone. Happy 250th. I'd like to start off, before we start the formal part of the program, I would like everybody to, you know the birthday song, Happy Birthday to You, Happy Birthday to You. Well, this morning, in celebration of this country's signing of the independence, which gave us the right to be not under the king anymore, poor king, but rather we signed the Declaration of Independence that says we are a free country, we are America. So, I would like everybody to sing Happy Birthday to 50th America, okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 50th America. Happy birthday to you. We've done our, what a way to start off. Good morning, Mr. Representative. Okay. Let's see what I wrote down for a program. Welcome. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice not to see rain or snow. We can put up with wind. We're from Massachusetts. We can put up with whatever's given to us. We're glad we'll be able to enjoy it. The flag is what if children turn around, there's a flag there. If everybody would. The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Okay, the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Well done! Well done! Senator Chapman couldn't be here, but Amanda Galana Carrier, his right-hand lady aide, and she has another title too. I didn't write that one down. But Amanda, you're here. There you are.
Thank you, Bob. Hello, Burgess Bears and Sturbridge community members. So grateful to be here today on behalf of Senator Fatman for an incredibly important reason. We're here to celebrate who? America and veterans, our veterans who gave so much sacrifice to step up, step forward and serve our country. So very grateful to honor them here with you today by placing the flags. And thank you for showing up in the wind. And we are so grateful for your patriotism today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And tell the senator I'm sorry he wasn't here. One person is always here. I don't care if it's rain, snow, sun, panic. Everybody's running around with guns, shooting up the rabbits and whatever might be running around. But our representative is going to be on his way to Boston, I'm sure, right after he leaves and gives his greetings. Todd Smoller, our state representative, please step forward.
Well, thank you so much. I'm honored to be here with all of you today. It's windy, but the sun is bright. It's shining. Thank you to the students from Burgess. You are students today, but what we expect after today is that you will be teachers, right? That you are going to be part of sharing the story that we are all here today to share, right? The importance of what our veterans stand for and what they're all about. It's hard to believe that it's 250 years after the birth of our nation, right? An extraordinary story. The right men in the right place at the right time. Everything had to happen in a certain way in order for America to become victorious, and then ultimately the great country that we are today. There was zero reason for you to join the American Revolution on the side of the colonists back then. You were going up against the greatest military, the most powerful navy, the strongest economy, the entity that controlled all the ports, the major cities in our 13 original colonies. But they believed in one thing. the importance of having a country. These men that we honor here today are scattered throughout New England in old cemeteries, and it's important that we don't forget the sacrifice that they made in order to create the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And don't forget the role that the Commonwealth of Massachusetts played. If Massachusetts did not do the work that it did 250 years ago, we would not be the United States of America, and it all started here. One of the things that I love about my job in the state legislature of Massachusetts is when I talk to colleagues from other states and they come to visit us, they're learning about us in their history books. We're not learning about them because it all started here in Massachusetts. Pretty spectacular. When I go into the House chamber every single session, I look around and I am awed by the great history of Massachusetts. I drive by the Boston Common, land that was once owned by John Hancock, and I think of these extraordinary people that started the story of America. For 250 years, American veterans have continued to provide sacrifice, sweat, blood, toil, in order to answer a call greater than that of themselves. And they are pretty spectacular men and women that have done that. We owe our freedom. We owe our rights. We owe our privileges. We owe everything that we have to the sacrifice of the American veteran. And remember this, the minute that the American veteran disappears, so does our country. We cannot stand as the United States of America without that sacrifice that they make every single day. Don't forget these men that we honor here today behind us. Don't forget the men and women that wear the uniform. It's because they wear that uniform that we live in the greatest country on God's green earth, the United States of America. God bless you.
Thank you for taking the time to stop in Sturbridge on your way to Boston. If you see any of those colonists in Boston running around with weapons, thank them too for us. Now, the Daughters of the American Revolution. And I've been trying to figure how many greats go before I say that they are Daughters of the American Revolution because they're great, how many more? One more great? Six or? Five greats. Now, their grandfathers are here. The earliest settlers, they had to be defended. These men knew that the revolution was coming and starting in Lexington and Concord. They had to leave their farms at crop time. Time to get the crops planted, get the seeds planted so they had gardens so their families would have something to eat. The worst time of the year for them to have to leave. But they believed in the country that they were originally starting. I wish they could be here today. Well, sort of. They are here today. That's why we are here today, because going to their graves here in this old burial ground and putting a new American flag on it. When the time comes, you'll walk single file through this gate and someone will hand you a new flag. Please remember this. Take the old flag out of the flag holder and bring it over here and hand it to us, or whoever's here. And we will bring those up to the American Legion and they will take care of the disposal of the old flags. So take the old one out and put the new one you've just been handed in the flag holder. They just pull out, they're easily taken out and easy to put the flag over the wood. Mrs. Benson here is going to be out there, and if you have a problem, go, please, help, I can't get it in. How can I forget? I need all the right hands I can get. I miss somebody that's new to Sturbridge, but she's learned the ropes, she's learned the town, and she's learned that I'll help you if any way I can. And it's been my pleasure to know her and ask favors of her, and she's always come forward. Robin Grimm, our town administrator, speaking on behalf of Sturbridge and the Board of Selectmen. song, you know. She's the first one here.
I was just standing back enjoying. Thank you, everybody. Amanda, thank you, and on behalf of and representing Senator Chapman, thank you, Representative Smola, for coming. I see so many wonderful people who are such a huge part of town, and the history. I'm looking at Mr. Hersey and, of course, Mr. Briere. And the history of this town is a huge part of what makes it very special, and you are also lucky to be a part of that growing up and going to school in this wonderful town. Today we celebrate our veterans, and as speakers before me have talked about, we wouldn't be here without the sacrifice of those people, particularly these very first veterans who were brave enough to leave their homes, leave their families, and fight a war right here where we stand. These wars were fought all over the northeast of our country, in the mid-Atlantic area. These people sacrificed so we could stand here and do this. And what's so important about this, all Veterans Days are important, all wars and conflicts are important, and every day our veterans are serving, even when we're not in war. They're over there protecting us to make sure we stay safe. But what's really critical here and most important, and so happy that you're all a part of it, what makes me so proud to work in this town, is that we celebrate these first veterans, and we celebrate the Revolutionary War. In my kitchen, every morning, I have a big, big, big portrait of George Washington. You all know who George Washington is, right? The father of our country. And it's a picture of him kneeling down, and he's saying a prayer, and he has this big, beautiful white horse next to him. And he's about to cross the Delaware, which was a huge battle in the winter, and it was cold. We're standing out here cold. They were out there fighting a war at night and in the snow and crossing rivers, and they didn't have heated car seats and heated steering wheels and all those nice things that we have. And I look at George Washington every morning. That's the father of our country, and we're so blessed to work and be in a town where you learn about that, and you learn about the Constitution. And don't ever forget that what these men fought for and what their families stood behind them when they went and did, their wives and their children, let them go do this. They eventually led to the creation of that Constitution, and it is so important that you learn about it. You have wonderful teachers in this town who teach about it. Not everybody gets to learn about how important it is. And you make sure you learn it, and you talk to your friends about it, and you speak and teach about it, because that's what makes us free. That's this piece of paper, literally, that they fought to create, a piece of paper that governs everything that we do and gives us our wonderful freedoms. So today we celebrate the people who fought and died so we could do that. And it's our responsibility to never let anybody forget that. And your being here is a big, big, big part of it. So thank you to your teachers, your principals, for keeping this moving forward, and Mr. Briere always for making sure every generation that comes along remembers. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Robin. I started off, I skipped over a couple of things. I'd like to ask Noveline, one of the daughters, in 5th grade, huh?
5th grade.
That's a,
Thank you.
you didn't know him, did you?
Right.
No.
No, Barnett Hopkins is long gone. Great-grandfather. Imagine that. Thank you, Mr. Briere. And to all of you. There we go. What do you think about your outdoor classroom today? Thumbs up? It is. For all of us, not only you guys, even for us older people. Imagine that. We're all learning today. I always learn something new every time I come to this spot. And there are patriots in here that are part of our Daughters of the American Revolution. They are 5th grades. Anne-Marie Safaye, our past regent, she has her 5th generation right here. It's amazing. And we have many of our daughters, raise your hand, and sons of the American Revolution back here. We have a lot of people that are connected to a patriot. And we have research. How many of you have researched in school? So you are ready. Because if you research back, you may find your own connection to the American Revolution. So as you go into the cemetery and put that flag down, just take a look at the name. You might not know them, but maybe a name that they'll be remembered and not forgotten today, because we don't forget the past. We remember our veterans right now that are still with us, and we remember all those that are deployed today, and that's why I wear this red cockade. Remember all those that are deployed. So thank you, everyone, and may you have a wonderful Veterans Day. Thank you, Barbara.
Ellen, did you want to say a few words?
That's okay. Let's go, Wendy.
I'd like to ask the commander of our Sons of the Revolution. Commander, would you like to tell these children about the flag? Christopher Turtelot knows a lot about the colors, so pay attention. You'll find out why it's red, white, and blue.
A toast to the most glorious flag to ever fly over land, sea, air, and through the vastness of space. Here's to the red of it, there's not a thread of it, no nor a shred of it, in all the spread of it from foot to head. But heroes bled for it, face steel and lead for it, precious blood shed for it, bathing in red. Here's to the white of it, thrilled by the sight of it, who knows the right of it, but feels the might of it through day and night. Womanhood cared for it, made manhood dare for it, purity's prayer for it, keeps it so white. Here's to the blue of it, beauteous view of it, heavenly hue of it, star-spangled dew of it, constant and true. Diadems gleam for it, state stands supreme for it, liberty's beam for it, brightens the blue. Here's to the whole of it, the stars, stripes, and pole of it, the body and soul of it, oh, in the roll of it, sun shining through. Hearts in accord for it, swear by the sword for it, thanking the Lord for it, red, white, and blue.
Thank you, Christopher. If you look over my shoulder, back of me, particularly up here on the hill because the sun is shining on them, you see a lot of white stones. A gentleman who lives in Sturbridge had a thought that these stones are dirty. These stones have been here for a while. These stones that are white, well, the whitest of them, are our great-great-great-great-grandfathers that are interred here. These are the veterans that we are learning about and here to honor today. And Wally Hersey, the group of volunteers, well, I'll let you tell him his story.
Thank you, Bob. Hi, as Bob said, about a little over a year ago, Bob approached me with the idea of having the stones cleaned. And the Sturbridge gravestone cleaners were already hard at work at the North Cemetery doing the same thing, cleaning the stones, taking all the moss and all the lichen and all the fungus off of them, because that's what destroys a stone and it makes them unreadable. So we came by here, and with the help of Mr. Bill Barnsley, who wrote the book on this old burial ground, who's here somewhere today, and you can get that book at the library or download it. We found all the Revolutionary War veterans, and a lot of veterans from the French and Indian Wars too, and some of them served both. We found their graves, and we cleaned all those graves, and removed all those organic matter, all the moss and all the fungus and everything from those stones, and eventually we'll come back and do the rest of them. What we did during the research, and Bill also helped to confirm what we did, was we found 76, give or take one or two, veterans of the Revolutionary War that are buried in here. And 11 years after the war, the veterans that survived the war came, and they built this very wall that surrounds it in 3 days. But what we also found is that during the research of the veterans here, Revolutionary War veterans, we found additional veterans that were from Sturbridge, and we found others that had died in service to Sturbridge during the Revolutionary War. And unfortunately, the ones that died in service to Sturbridge aren't buried here, they're buried in the battlefield. The ones that survived the war and came home live here. So I want to thank Bob for putting the idea in our heads, and the Sturbridge Graveskeepers, and one of them is with us today, Robin. She helped with it. Bill Barnsley, who was here scrubbing the stones as well. Oh, yes. Heidi Goodbye's here too. So Heidi was here first thing in the morning here, scrubbing the stones on the very back. But it was her very first time with us, so she did an awful lot for us. So I just want to thank them all, and thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Wally. Keep in mind, we're going back a long time, 250 years in celebration of this country. And these stones have never been cleaned the way they've been cleaned as you see them today. And the chemicals that they use work every time it rains. A little cleaning takes place with the chemicals they use for the next couple of years. And I think he's planning to come back and do them again in a few years and keep it going so maybe we can bring back a lot of these dark stones so that they'll be their original color. So, we've been talking about the flag. I understand you guys know a song about a flag. Do you? Would you like to sing and tell us about a story? How about tell us about the Grand Old flag?
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Keep your eye on the grand old flag.
She's new to Sturbridge. She's a new music teacher here in Sturbridge. And I'm glad to hear this is the first time we've had the children sing to the groups in the region we're here. Because it's a grand old flag, a grand old country, and we are all very fortunate that we didn't get born in some of the countries that are having many problems around the world. So, with that, I think we've covered that part. Oh, would you like to put some flags out? Anybody wants to give a hand here and hand each child a new flag? Remember to take the old one out and bring it back. Adults sitting out there, if you want to come hand flags out to these children, please come on up. First ones back are going to get given another flag because there are more graves than there are children. And there's a flag for each one. soon as the last one is back, we're going to have the firing of the muskets and a salute. Calling all the fourth graders. And now the final salute to those who are interred here, who sleep here. The Sons of the American Revolution. Grandson. Two more to go. The trumpets will now play past as the final salute to our veterans. Thank you. Thank you, children from the 4th grade. Oh, I'm sorry, there's echo. Thank you, Sons of the American Revolution. Thank you all that are still standing here. You haven't frozen to death. Your fingers and your noses are frozen. Thank you for coming. We'll see you come May when we do this again. Or maybe your class will come. Maybe another class, I'm not sure. I'll go to the school. Thank you for bringing the children.
All right, Douglas. Stay well. Thank you, guys.
I'll probably take it. Can I take plate for coffee? I'll bring them
I
home.
just asked if he's frozen, so I said, I don't know.
Oh, it's up to you. Whatever.